Hi everyone. The agency I decided to choose was Building Endurance. Building Endurance is a counseling center. They're located off of Latrobe Drive in Charlotte, so it's about 15 to 20 minutes from UNCC. The agency's mission is to finish the race with their clients. The owner is actually a professor at UNCC. She taught intro to social work, and so she is huge on racing and doing races, and so that is kind of the background of her agency. Building Endurance also prides themselves on meeting the clients where they are, which is really important because in order to serve and provide the best service for these clients, we have to meet them where they are at, not where we're starting with them. Like I said, it's located off of Latrobe Drive. Building Endurance serves a wide range of client populations. For example, they serve bisexual allied, gay allied, HIV and AIDS allied, lesbian allied, transgender allied, and veterans. They also have specialized in ethnic groups, so they serve a large population of African Americans. So in order to be referred to this agency, Building Endurance has a website. They're also found on Psychology Today, I believe it's called. And on their website, they have a new client form. So the client is, or the new patient that is interested in receiving services from them will click that link and it'll bring them to a separate page where they're able to fill out all their information. And then the agency will reach out to them once they have all of their information and then provide them with any further information that they may need. Also, the clients are able to be self-referred. They're also able to be referred by someone else. So like someone else can be like, hey, if you are looking for services, here's this agency, which I think is really helpful. I think it's also really helpful that they provide a link and you don't have to get any referral like from a doctor or someone like that in order to receive services from there. So it makes it more accessible for individuals and families who need services. So the services specifically that this agency provides are a large range. For example, they do art therapy, they do cognitive behavioral therapy, so CBT. Also, they do DBT, which is dialectic behavioral therapy. They use EMDR, expressive art, family marital services, family systems, interpersonal, mindfulness-based, motivational interviewing, play therapy, solution-focused, strength-based, and trauma-based. Also, the agency, in order to see how the agency is doing, if they're making any progress with their clients, the way that they go about it is they talk with their clients. So they will typically check in with their client and they'll go over goals and narratives to see what specifically the client wants to work on. Once the client figures out their goals with the help of with their therapist, the therapist and the client will work together towards that goal. And throughout their time of the client receiving services, they'll check in. I think this is really helpful because if a client feels that they're not making a connection with their therapist, or they don't feel like they're really getting anywhere or improving, they don't have to wait until the very end of their services in order to say that they're not doing well or they don't feel like they're doing well. I think this is a great way to also build a relationship by checking in with the client, because you want to make sure the client feels safe with the therapist and feels like they are making progress. And so if they're not, then they're not receiving the proper care or their services that they deserve. Also, I want to talk briefly about their interdisciplinary team members. So, because this is a therapy center, there's no like psychiatrist. It's mainly clinical social workers and psychologists. So this agency has about 6 social workers, I believe, and then 1 psychologist. So they also have like specialties. So there's a social worker there that focuses strictly on play therapy and family practice, whereas there's another social worker that is geared more towards like anxiety and depression and self-harm, and if there's any identity problems that the client is struggling with. There's a social worker for that. So this agency offers a wide range of specialties within their interdisciplinary team, which I think is really helpful for the client, because then they're able to receive, different care. So that's pretty much it. I really enjoy talking with the social worker. The social worker that I talked to is actually the professor that was my professor for Intro to Social Work. So I definitely learned a lot from her and from the other social workers. So it was a really great experience. So yeah, so I hope you guys liked it, and I hope you guys learned a lot.